Hello and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we're going to look at a beer that is not Japanese. We might consider it craft though. It's from a relatively new, and I say relatively, 2004 Belgian brewery, established in 2004, and that is the Lupulus, Brasserie Lupulus in Belgium. And the beer we're going to look at is this one. It's called Lupulus Brune. And it is a Belgian ale, a strong, dark Belgian ale. Lupulus is a brewery. They make some traditional styles, like the other one I've reviewed in the playlist. You can find it. The single pale, which is called Hopera, and this one, Brune, which is also a kind of a traditional Belgian style. And I have not had this before. On Rate Beer, there were 331 ratings when I checked. The average was 3.5 out of 10. I'm sorry, out of 5. And Untapped, there were a lot more ratings, 27,140, and the average was just a little bit lower, 3.49. And this is in what the brewery calls their Classics series. Now you notice the wolf and the hops here. In Latin, or the scientific name for the hop plant is Humulus lupulus, small, humble wolf. And this wolf does look small, it does look humble, but as far as the origin, I'm not quite sure where it comes from, but apparently the appearance of the hop plant somehow resembles a wolf. But okay. So on Rate Beer, on Untapped, I said this has so many ratings. They also do a series of year-by-year vintages, and so you'll find, for example, 2020 Lupulus Brune with just a few ratings. And I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. If the recipe is different from year to year, if there's an additional ingredient, or they've changed the hops or upped the alcohol or something like that, then it's a good idea, I think, to make it a new new entry into the totality of the of Untapped. But overall, I don't think it's a great idea if it's just exactly the same thing. This is 8.5 by volume and 25 international bitter units. It's a 330 milliliter bottle, and it costs 428 yen where I bought it, and that would be US dollars, $2.93, and euros 2.69. So not a terribly expensive beer for a Belgian. And again, I have not had this. I'm looking forward to trying it out. The ingredients are simply malt and hops. Okay, let's pour this out. Seems a bit cloudy. Okay, it is somewhat translucent, but very dark, sort of reddish brown, kind of prune looking, with a substantial light tan head. I don't know if you can see carbonation going up or down here, and up. Hard to tell. Okay, aroma. Okay, definitely I get the roasty malt. Something very like strong, like fermented raisins. Maybe like prune. Hint of something coffee-like, maybe just a touch. Okay. All right. This is mildly sweet. Sweetness intensifies through the mid palate and then kind of falls off. It has a nice light roasty quality that doesn't quite go to something like ash or char, but kind of develops into a mild fruit, but then it flattens out. It doesn't really develop after mid-palate into anything much at all. It's pleasant, a little bit watery in character. Body is, there's got some body, but overall the flavor seems kind of to wash away after mid-palate. It's okay. It's okay. A little bit sugary, but it's this drop-off in character after mid-palate to the finish. Some mild alcohol warmth, and that's basically it. So a little bit disappointed. I often said brown ales are kind of a boring style, but unless they're Belgian, and those can be quite exciting. This one is not, unfortunately. Yeah, I wouldn't. This is not drain pour, but it's certainly not the best Belgian Brune which I have had. Kind of a shame, but in any case, I would say give this a try if you like the style. Give their other beers a shot if you happen to see them. They have shown up in some Yamaya stores in Japan, and you may see them there. That's where I bought this one and the other one, which I have reviewed. So tell me what you think. Let me know your ideas about this brewery, if you have had them, or about the style. And I'd like to hear from you. Hope things are going well for you. We're at the end of the summer here, but it's still quite warm. Not quite cooled off yet, and we'll see how it is in the next few weeks or so. Take care. Bye-bye.